Hello, this is session 21 of our ongoing Apocalypse Key series. It is hopefully, no, I'm going to go out of my way and say it is the final session of the first door, because I don't want to get that done today, because then we're going to have a long 1 month break in February before we come back together in March and basically start the second half of this run. I will start with a quick recap, and then we'll do the preliminaries, the starting moves and all that, and then get into the game. With me today is maybe the full crew. Virtuous as teased and Zena as Ridian are already here, and Nina is going to come soon, I hope. There she is. There they are. Hi, Nina. Just right on time. I was just starting with a summary. So, and the summary goes as follows. Of session 20, Disturbing Pop Songs, the party gathered as Electro received an urgent, static-filled video call from Angel Gorimel, their former partner from their Division days. During a vulnerable moment after surviving a harrowing battle years ago, Gorimel had confided in Electro the truth about their fall from heaven, a secret Electro had kept ever since. Now barely visible through the interference, Gorimel's desperate message was brief. They needed help at Division Day Base 0001 immediately. The connection dropped before any questions could be asked, leaving only magical coordinates for the journey ahead. Electro quickly gathered Virtus and Ridian in their Manila field office, located downstairs from a bustling dumpling restaurant. The secret gateway to Division Base 0001 was hidden in plain sight, a vending machine that dispensed an absolutely disgusting pickle-flavored soda. To activate the portal, one had to purchase 3 of these revolting beverages with a company card, then drink them. The soda caused anyone who consumed it to shrink down small enough to pass through the vending machine's dispenser slot. Virtus was so repulsed by the taste that he became visibly agitated, but all 3 managed to drink enough to activate the portal and travel through the division's transportation network. They emerged at normal size in a harsh, snowy Arctic environment, standing before the massive concrete and metal structure of Division Base 0001. The entrance featured the 3-story-high doors made of bespelled metal, now torn wide open, with a clear path of destruction leading inside. Or outside, maybe. Angel Gorimel stood waiting in the snow, their long white hair tied in a ponytail, expensive suit pristine despite the circumstances. After crushing a dying cigarette under their heel, Gorimel warned that time was short. They would be back soon. Sorry, I need to quickly go and answer the door. Of course, the postie came right in the middle of it. Gorimel warned that time was short. They would be back soon. Leading the party inside through twisted corridors and past rotting structures, Gorimel explained the dire situation. The base had once been used for something called the Ascension Project, an experimental program that grafted powers from open-class monsters onto monsters who hadn't made the grade. Mr. Nock had been their most successful subject, his power levels off the charts, but something had gone terribly wrong. After a fight between Mr. Nock and his handler Vex, a retired Omen-class monster and child of the Kraken, both had gone missing. Division suspected that the first door, secured deep beneath the complex behind arcane wards and advanced technology, might be breached or in danger. Making matters worse, the former personnel who had been abandoned when the base was decommissioned years ago had been corrupted by the door's presence, becoming twisted, feral creatures. As they descended deeper, a keening wail began to echo through the structure. Before they could investigate the sound, Ridian was pulled into a vivid dream. They found themselves on a rooftop terrace in Barcelona, overlooking the bustling city with the Mediterranean Sea audible in the distance. This was the house where they had lived with Lady Baptiste and Nia for a few beautiful years. But in this dream, everything was different. Lady Baptiste was warm, open, and emotionally connected, nothing like the snarky and closed-off person she had been in reality. They sat together in a perfect companionship, experiencing a joy and intimacy that had never truly existed between them. On the terrace railing sat an old radio with a large antenna, playing a pop song whose lyrics had been changed to warn of the apocalypse. When Ridian awoke, the crushing reality settled in. This beautiful past had never been real, and now that Lady Baptiste was dead, it could never become their future. Back in the present, Virtue's finely tuned ears picked up the source of the wailing. Unable to contain himself, he bolted down towards the sound, racing around the corner in the tunnels beneath the base. Ridian managed to catch up and pull him back from charging headlong into danger, but not before Virtus saw what awaited them. There, posed in a sacred position with arms splayed out like Leonardo da Vinci's Vitruvian Man, was the grotesque remains of Sister Benedict, Virtue's first handler, the one who had brought him into division after he escaped the cult that had transformed him, and who was now a howler, a corrupted creature with extra limbs, eyes, and teeth sprouting from haunted flesh. Sister Benedict had been the former chapter leader of the Church of the Broken Crucifix and had trained Sister Theresa. Decades ago, when Virtus was still learning to control his powers, he had nearly burned her out, and only Colonel Jaeger's intervention had saved her. Standing over the body of his former mentor, Virtus carefully maintained control began to crack. He confessed to Rydian and Alecto that he had learned something terrible that day long ago. He could harm those closest to him so easily, without meaning to. Looking directly at Rydian, he admitted his deepest fear. I could burn away all of your memories again, Rydian, and destroy what's left of you. And that, that scares me. I can't control it. He acknowledged that Rydian pulling him back, helping him not to lash out, meant everything to him, even though it was an unfair burden to place on anyone. Rydian responded with their own confession. They explained that the more fragments of their memories returned, the more they feared that remembering everything would actually be worse than the blank slate they had now. Each recovered memory brought them closer to some terrible brink. In a strange way, perhaps Virtus wiping their memory had actually helped them survive this long. They promised to continue being there for Virtus, to help rein him in when necessary for as long as they could. But as Rydian spoke these comforting words, something else stirred within them. The harbinger that lived in their psyche reached out to Virtus with an emotional projection that felt very different from the reassurance Rydian was offering. The exchange triggered a painful memory in Rydian's mind, one they had asked Virtus to erase. They saw themselves with Petal, the Fae that had worshipped them, and remembered how they had used that devotion for their own advantage. Over and over, they had emotionally manipulated her, and each time it had become easier. Eventually, Petal had lost all agency, becoming nothing more than a puppet to Rydian's will. This memory clashed violently with how Rydian wanted to see themselves, revealing a darkness they had tried to forget. The irony wasn't lost on either of them. Instead of using their dark puppet abilities on shadows, Rydian had made a puppet of an actual person. Seeking comfort in better times, Virtus asked Rydian if they remembered the petting zoo. In those first few days after the memory wipe, Virtus had taken Rydian there, feeling torn and guilty about what he had done, but seeing Rydian's emotional wounds simply gone, watching them experience pure joy and innocence while petting the animals had allowed Virtus to relax for the first time in years. It had been a beautiful, light moment, a glimpse of peace in their otherwise turbulent existence. Rydian agreed warmly, suggesting they should visit again sometime. While Virtus and Rydian shared this moment, Alecto pushed past While Virtus and Rydian shared this moment, Alecto pushed past them to examine Sister Benedict's body more closely. On the corpse's hip, they found a plastic object, an old Walkman from the 1980s. As they pulled it free, the cord attached to it ripped open Sister Benedict's skin along their torso up to the clavicle, revealing a headset embedded within the flesh. When Alecto turned on the device, it played something that could barely be called music. An otherworldly sound that wasn't a melody, but rather disturbing noises that seemed to vibrate wrongly through every level of body and mind. Agent Gorimer recognized it immediately, the Song of the Kraken, captured on this old device. Since the Kraken was Vax's parent, this discovery created a direct connection between the missing handler and whatever had happened here. As the terrible sound played, the wailing that had been echoing through the tunnels reached a sudden crescendo. Sister Benedict's eyes snapped open and their hand shot out to clutch at Alecto. From every direction, from the ceiling of the cave, from deeper into the tunnels, from passages they hadn't even noticed, the flood of twisted howlers descended upon them. The corrupted former personnel of Division Base 001 swarmed over the party in a writhing mass of extra limbs and teeth, burying Angel Gorimal beneath their numbers as the creatures closed in from all sides. That was the long recap. Maybe next time I'll do the short one. But at least it was very comprehensive.
That was great.
Indeed. Yes.
And this is where we start. But before we do any of that, of course, we need to quickly talk about our impulses and do the dream move. Alecto, what are you planning to do today?
What am I planning to do? Let's see. I think seeking escape and reprieve through intimacy and connection.
Okay, then we'll put a check mark next to it.
Yes.
Virtuous, what are you planning to do today?
I'm going to stick with, did you use your power to provoke or entice another monster?
Ooh, very good.
And I'll stick with Rydian as as my heart, because because you reminded me how close we got last session. So
Very good.
appropriate.
And Ridian, what are you planning to do today?
Apologies, I'm somehow just needing to re-sign in or something. Wait, I don't know. Maybe let's try out. I feel some of them are kind of difficult to go for, but I'm gonna try. Did you act in a way that contradicts what you know of your past self?
Okay, interested to see how that works out. And what have you been dreaming of lately?
Oh shit, I forgot about that one. What have I been dreaming of lately? I mean, this is difficult to say because we just literally stopped in medias res, so I don't know if this. But I guess
it is the start of the session move.
All right, maybe you know what? Yeah, maybe even if it doesn't make sense timeline-wise, I have been dreaming of Petal and my trespasses against them. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Please do.
Oh.
Pay darkness tokens and roll.
Every time I forgot that I actually have to roll for this.
That's fine.
I'm always leaning back after I tell you this. Hang on. I need to open the link again. Here we go. Oh, it's still giving me the other name. All right, now 2d6 plus 2. It's a 10.
On an 8 to 10, the experts are able to pass your dreams effectively and you uncover a key. In addition, the keeper describes someone who features prominently in the dream, gain a bond with them. Okay. Yeah, you said you've been dreaming of Petal lately. And we see a stereotypical American suburban child's bedroom somewhere in the 90s, maybe 80s, with the according. No, the child's probably too young to have posters on the wall yet. It is a room that is dominated by a little desk, at the time obviously still without a computer on it. A bed, a wooden bed, with very plushy pillows and duvet, and a big old walk-in wardrobe. And we see the child, a young girl, sitting at the desk doing her homework as a voice comes from off screen. Bella. The child spins around, nobody's there. Smash cut. Bella is at school, and Bella is walking down a hallway in a school, and 3 older girls come up to her. Classic bullying scene. And just as the older girls, get ready to do the deed, I don't know what they're planning, beating her up, stealing something from her, whatever, a large shadow is cast over them. We don't see what they see, but we hear the voice, "Leave Bella alone." And the girls get pale in their face, and they turn around and they run. Smash cut. We're back in the bedroom. Bella is trying to fall asleep. It is night, and we hear presumably the parents fighting downstairs. Bella's trying to block out the sounds. From under her bed, where we only see not under her bed, the walk-in closet that I talked about earlier. In the walk-in closet, we see 2 bright red embers, like eyes, glow, and the red embers leave the closet, move closer to Bella in her bed, and then glide to the door, close the door. The sound of the parents stop, and that creature, that boogeyman, says, "I am here for you, Bella." And Bella, with a strangely peaceful smile, falls asleep. And because we don't have that much time, I will not draw it out any longer. Obviously, you didn't dream of Petal, but I picked up the image of innocence, childlike innocence. And the clue is evidence of Bella's childhood, recorded decades before she was born. That is how it's there. So recorded in the 80s, let's say.
Can I just ask, is Bella an NPC that I've forgotten about? Or
we haven't learned of Bella yet.
Okay, but I guess we'll learn about.
Yes, we will.
Okay, so Bella's past or childhood. What was it? What did you say?
I just put it in the chat. Evidence of Bella's childhood recorded decades before she was born.
Okay.
And the NPC that you have a bond with is Bella, because you, or let's say the NPC, because the relevant NPC is Michael, actually. It's an NPC named Michael that we also haven't met yet,
Yeah.
but what will in a minute, and you already
Alright.
have a bond with him. Michael is the boogeyman.
No, great. Michael.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to pop these in here so we can
Yeah.
populate it with more info once we learn it. Cool. I should just say to you, I have chosen my my advances. Actually, I just haven't put them in
Oh,
yet.
great.
One is Tragedy's Long Shadow, which is take another move from another playbook. But I shall probably rewrite it so it fits better to me. Do you want me to read it to you?
Sure.
So it's from the last, funnily enough, my second one from the last. You will do whatever it takes to avoid the tragedy that befell your people. And I think what I want to rewrite is the tragedy that you have seen, the future tragedy you've seen in your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're in a tense situation and see the echoes of that tragedy, tell the keeper what you feel will happen, spend darkness tokens and roll. And then on an 8 to 10, you know exactly how your friends can avoid the worst of what is to happen. Each PC around you gains one bond with you. On 11 plus, you realize you must carry this burden alone. Add +1 to every move to avoid impending disaster as long as you are acting alone.
Mm-hmm.
And then on 7 minus, it's worse than you feared. The will tell you what happens next. Yes. So there we go. That's the one. And then for the other one, I think I only have the option of like permanently marking condition. And I think, I was thinking introspective fits the best with my current state.
If we permanently mark that, then maybe let's give it another color. Make it maybe yellow fits well with your color scheme.
I guess we can do that with the other ones too, because these are always permanently marked. Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. I do that if you permanently mark a condition that there's the second one? Yeah, there's a second line showing up. See?
Okay, cool. All good.
Yeah. Great. So, and let's go back into, as you said, medias res, where you're being swarmed with howlers. I will tell you right away that I think there's a little bit of front-loading information that I need to dole out because we have an empath here, and Rydian, the main sensation you get from this swarm of howlers is that they are in pain and that they are desperate because of the pain that they are in. And I will tell you that they have 2 conditions that you can activate. That is raging and sorrowful. And they attack you. Let's start maybe with Alecto. As all these misshapen bodies pounce on you, what do you do? Oh, also, I think, and there's establishing questions, but I think I will actually post them to every one of you in time when it's your turn, because why wouldn't they have more than one powers? One of the howlers wields a version of your powers of darkness, Alecto. How did Division acquire your power, and why has it never been successfully grafted onto another being?
Oh, yeah. So one of the howlers possesses
one of your powers. And the question is, how might Division have gotten it from you, and why was it? Why did they never manage to graft it onto anybody else than that howler?
Wow. How did they get it from me? That's a good question. Do they have some sort of?
I mean, you have 2 powers of darkness, right? Maybe we start there. You have the transformation fueled by vengeance and the imbuement of hellfire. Which do you think you see one of the howlers display, and what does that look like?
I mean, I feel like maybe the imbuement of hellfire makes more sense because they're already so warped, and that's already that's like something that they already are originally, right? That's not something that can be connected to this in some way.
So one of them just like ignites, and you recognize, oh, that is my fire. Fuck.
Yes.
And then your thoughts start to race, and you try to figure out, where could they have gotten that?
I mean,
or do even know where they got it? Did you give it to them willingly?
I'm so sure that I did not give it to them willingly because that would seem like a great liability. I feel like maybe they have some way of harvesting it, and they must have done that in maybe there is. I mean, we do trainings and stuff, right? Where we also where we use our abilities and like hone them, I assume. And I think that maybe during one of these trainings, they must have figured it out or maybe sampled it in some way.
And
like
with some magical seals or something.
Maybe, yeah, captured it in some way. And since it's very physical, right, because it's fire, maybe that's how it was easier for them to like emulate it somehow.
Can I suggest something?
Yes.
Maybe on the Howler you see runes in that language that only you understand, that we saw in Manila.
Yes.
That is tied to your inner being.
That makes sense. That's how I recognize. And
they carved it into that Howler's flesh. Cool. What do you do as that happens?
It's funny because when you said that the Howlers are kind of descending upon us and burying this agent, I did have the thought of using the Hellfire on them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I guess one of them is already on fire, and I do wonder what that does to them because
yeah. I would imagine it probably doesn't do that much to that particular one, but to a lot of the other ones, probably.
Yeah.
So how about you just
assuming that they only managed to graft this upon this very particular one and haven't yet made an army of fire-resistant howlers.
Why don't you roll? Take your darkness tokens and roll for Unleash the Dark.
Yes. Let's see.
Or Power Through Darkness if you want to go hard.
Wait, what is the second one?
The second one is if you think what you're trying to do is like could be difficult with your powers, like you're going to the limits or above the limits of it, and it has different mechanics, I guess.
But
I think Unleash the Dark.
Yeah, I think so too, because what you want, mechanically speaking, is to inflict conditions on them, and that's Unleash the Dark.
I think I'm going to take 2 darkness tokens with that, just to be sure. And I don't know, maybe the fact that one of them is already on fire also will kind of help me to
maybe
amplify that a little bit. Let's see. I have rolled a... Oh dear. It's an 11.
Yes.
Okay. So I will tell you what happens on 11 plus, and then you can decide if you want to spend a bond to maybe bring it down to an 8 to 10. On 11 plus, your control falters and you go too far. Choose one. There are these options on a perfect hit, and you can choose 1 instead of 2, but the keeper describes an unintended consequence. So you have less effect and you get a drawback. On an 8 to 10, you can choose 2 instead of 1, and there is no drawback.
Okay.
And you could just spend a bond, tell us how you are taking strength or gain some semblance of control from your social bond with that person or the darkness, and then tell us what happens on a perfect hit.
Okay, I think I'm going to spend a bond because I want a little more control over this.
Yeah.
I think I will spend the bond with the mayor that I still have because that seems to make sense. I don't know. What am I supposed to do with this person?
So what bonds do is that they it's about social relationships that or the thought, the memory of people that help you to like ground yourself or to in this case dial it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Remind you of your humanity.
Well, I think then that makes sense with the mayor also, because, right, he was like he was fallible and corrupt, but also still human on some level. And I managed to turn things around for this person in terms of their like morality. So
yeah, in the end, after you just threatened him enough, he was trying to do the right thing.
Yes. So
Okay,
yeah.
now you can choose 2 of those things that are mentioned in the Unleash the Dark move.
Yes.
Get past the defenses and inflict a condition would be the choice if you want to do damage to the Howlers. And then you can choose one of the other ones. And there's this avoid reprisals, harm, or cost. If you don't choose that one, then you're basically inviting me to shower reprisals, harm, or cost on you.
Let's see. There's also gain the upper hand for now, which let's see. Okay. Well, I mean, avoid reprisals, harm, or cost, I guess, is the one choice. And expose a weakness or flaw. Maybe not. I hope that they are just weak enough to be deterred by hellfire. Yeah, get past their defenses and inflict a condition, which is going to be.
And I think it makes sense for their first condition that they now have the condition raging. So you cast your hellfire and you burn like a good, I don't know, like half of them to a crisp.
I hope I'm.
But the other half is just like all the more aggressive,
angry,
and starts tearing into Gorimel and your friends.
No.
And what is your second choice?
I think it's wait, let me see again. Avoid reprisals, harm, or cost.
Okay, in that case, I think we can strike the mention of them tearing into Gorimel and your friends.
Exactly. I would like to
reprisal, harm, and cost. But they start howling, all like they're howling from one throat. And that howling doesn't sound unlike the Kraken song that you heard earlier. Okay, Virtuous Ridian, who wants to go next?
I mean, I've got something.
Go
ahead.
Yep.
Sure. So, but before you do anything, please tell me, one of the Howlers wields a version of your power of darkness. How did Division acquire your power, and why has it never been successfully grafted to another being?
Yeah. So the way that they tried to get it was that they tried to replicate the ceremony that was used to create Virtus. And the reason why that can't work is because Plutarocles, that's a mouthful, isn't it?
It's a great name.
My god, will only allow there to be one Virtus at any one time.
Oh, great. Plutarocles.
Pericles. Plutarocles.
Yeah.
Oh, Plutarocles. Okay.
And what do you want to do?
So Virtus is going to reach because Sister Benedict opened their eyes, and so he thinks that there's a connection between Sister Benedict and the Howlers. So he reaches forward.
Sorry for the interruption. Just I was just thinking it would make sense for Sister Benedict to be the one who is showing your angelic fury and beauty, right?
Yeah. Well, this is what I'm going to do. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yes, that's perfect. Good. Yes. So we can sort of see a glow coming out from her, and and Virtus reaches forwards and places his hands on the sister's chest, and remembering back to that time that he almost burnt the sister out previously. This time, says, it says something like, this time I set you free.
Oh, nice.
And pours his angelic fury into Sister Benedict, and can feel that energy sort of, going through some kind of psychic dimension to then also impact upon the Howlers surrounding. Does that sound all right?
Sounds great.
Cool. I'm gonna roll flat, and that's Unleash the Dark. I'm just doing
okay.
11 as well. No, yes. Oh,
Okay.
That's from a different. It's that confusing thing where which dice has the name from the other thing that you just played. Anyway, so in terms of in terms of using, I was thinking of using the darkness, my bond with the darkness.
Yeah.
But in a kind of negative way, in terms of, as I feel that power starting to overwhelm, I remember these, these little promises and Machiavellian tricks that Pluto Heracles tries to play on me, and I'm able to use those poison memories to just pull me back that little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all right?
Sure.
Cool. I'll use that bond then, so it'll be a 10.
Okay. Same thing. What is your choice? What does it look like?
I mean, I think it's going to be this pretty much
same
mechanically.
Thing?
It's going to be pretty much the same as Lecto, right?
Makes sense.
Get past their defenses and inflict a condition, avoid reprisals, harm or cost.
Okay. How do you obliterate the other half of them?
Yeah, so I think it's this pouring this energy through Sister Benedict, and because of that connection that he has with all of the with the other howlers, it burns through them as well, almost, and so they all essentially start to glow bright, and even I'm imagining almost glowing in ecstasy as they are as they are released from this situation that they don't like.
Nice. Just so we don't so as to not create the impression that they did not steal any of Rydian's powers, even though they're all gone. Before they were all gone, Rydian. There was also a howler that wielded a version of your powers of darkness. And how did Division acquire your power, and why has it never been successfully grafted onto another being?
Ooh, let me think. Well, first of all, let me think which one it is that they chose. Maybe it is the creature affinity. I don't know exactly how I feel that they have this, though. Maybe it's the way that I can feel them reaching out, or like, when I reach out, or when I read whatever their emotions and subconscious, not, how, you know what I mean, thoughts, etc. I can feel that there's a different resonance with this one. And I think maybe the creature affinity thing is normally not something you can graft onto others because, actually, no, that doesn't work. Because I was going to say it requires, like some, it requires some part of your humanity to be sacrificed to make you, be less human, more monstrous. But the thing that I'm thinking why it doesn't work is because we live in a world with so many monsters. But I guess maybe they didn't really try to graft it onto that. They tried to graft it onto humans because they tried to maybe empower, themselves who are mundane or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And
little offshoot of Project Ascension.
And it and it worked in this case because there was this person was already in the process, in the earlier stages of transforming into a howler.
Then let me gift you a fragment of your memory. And it's just a flash, each of you lying in a sterile room back when base 0001 was still the division headquarters, when there still was one solidified one.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, and that, as it becomes clear to you now, is the reason why they do it the way they do it now. Because it was just too much weirdness on one spot, and you being tied to a operation table, machines drilling into your body, trying to excavate some of your essence, and that is just the little flash that you get.
But that means that this whole lab situation where I was found was already Division, so they've done all of this to me.
I don't know,
because otherwise I wouldn't have been. I don't have any memories of being there when Division was only
I mean, we know that your mind was wiped at least once by Virtues. Maybe it was wiped more than once.
No, but what I mean is more that I was found with no memory without anybody wiping all of this stuff, right?
As far as you know.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess.
As far as anybody knows. I don't know any more than you do.
Like coming very close to, this is very Harbinger territory here.
Uh-huh.
Out of the place.
Are you feeling torn between?
Oh, have we ever actually made that? I think once, no? Only once.
I think maybe once, yeah.
Oh, no, I think I did have that move, and I think Shane also did. Nah. No, I don't know if that really fits right now. I feel like let's just to move the narrative along. Let's see what else happens first.
So you obliterated the Howlers, and their second condition that they take is sorrowful, and that is something that I think Alecto and Rydian sense a bit more than Virtues, is that as they are like blasted into cosmic dust, there's a sense of mourning that supersedes everything else, and of fatalism, as in they know that they will be forced to come back. And when the yes, Sina, very good. And as the angelic light from Virtues like subsides, and the caves are cast into darkness again. Let me first ask you another establishing question, and then I'll introduce a character. The establishing question is, the caves have existed here before Division came, and they will exist here long after. Howlers, well, I guess they don't scream in the distance anymore. They probably still do, because they're probably more than the ones that you just killed. And the wind here whispers in the language of faded memories. What horrifying revelations do you see scrawled on the wall in an ancient language? And yes, there can be different ones. It doesn't have to be the same one for same language for everybody. Seeing that we have one with Fey heritage, one with Infernal heritage, and one character with Angelic heritage.
My first thought is very stupid, so I'll let other people go first.
The stupid ones are usually the greatest ones.
You'll see.
I see. Okay.
I need you to say that again. I'm sorry,
yes.
And because the transcript thing is not updating. It hasn't done it in 20 minutes.
I will copy paste it into the chat.
Okay, there we go.
What horrifying revelations do you see scrawled on the wall in an ancient language?
I love that. This is like so similar to the one that we had last time. Oh no, I think then it was a clue.
Or maybe you remember hearing that on the recording when I did it at the shared hearth.
No, I meant Manananggal murders.
Ah, okay. Oh, yeah, true.
Ooh.
I mean, they're both written by Ray, so maybe it's just the Ray
exactly. Thing. I think we need the stupid one from Peace, because everybody else is being quiet. And
all right, I'll see if I can work out a good wording for it. But essentially, Virtus sees graffiti. So where the others is where the stuff from you two, I'm imagining, is more sort of like real, gut-wrenching revelations kind of thing. What Virtus sees is a scrawled graffiti somewhat over the stuff that you're seeing, which says essentially Plutarchles was here. In a very dismissive way of the other revelations. It's like, treating them as whatever kind of thing. And so the reason it being a horrifying revelation is sort of like how ancient Plutarchles is, even compared to like the Fae or whatever.
Yeah.
Stupid.
No, it's not stupid, and maybe to give it an additional air of mystery, it is that like some part of you remembers or recognizes that the way it was phrased in this ancient language is a very it loses in the translation. It sounds a bit dumb if you say was here, but in the original ancient language, it is quite poetic, and it can be found in the ruins of like all antique civilizations.
Oh yeah.
Like from Rome to Tenochtitlan.
I have an idea now. So I think what I see is like these weird glyphs that are very reminiscent of these sort of these connected tree structures we saw in my dream, sort of Fey-like, but maybe an ancient Fey written language, And it says, chaos is inevitable and you are its agent. But there's the equivalent of a comma and an address, and it looks like, even though I can't actually read that, it feels like it is calling my name, my true name, right? Which is not Rydian, but I can't read it because I have not thought of my name yet. But it just resonates in this weird, terrifying way.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I like it.
This must be addressing me. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's cool. Like already prophesying the end of the world by your hand. Yeah. Whereas we have kind of the beginning of civilization by what's his name? By Plutarchus' hand.
Yeah.
That's very cool. And Alecto?
I see the message written in the same runes that I was able to read in the past, adventure. And they are on fire. Let's just keep going with the fire theme here.
Yes, absolutely.
And they say, remember what we took from you, more shall burn.
Ooh, cool. Very nice. Thank you.
Maybe I can add a little, because I see this and I am, of course, wondering what it means. And I think it may partially relate to the fact that, they took this ability from me and just demonstrated that by showing me the Howler. But also, something else was taken from me, right? Like from in my past, the betrayal that I experienced by my I don't know how to say, my comrades, I guess. So maybe this is also foreshadowing another betrayal, or that's at least what I'm afraid of.
Sure, cool. Very nice. Just a organizational question, since we're already at the halfway point, and we again lost so much time in the beginning. Would you be okay to go through without a break this time, so we can finish the thing, or do you need a break?
I mean, I would like tea.
Huh?
Yeah, maybe just a short one instead.
Yeah.
7 minutes maybe.
Let's take it right now, maybe until 35.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll go through the rest.
Yeah, I can certainly go a little bit longer afterwards if other people are okay with it.
Same here.
That's fine.
I think that, okay. Then let's meet back at 35.
Cool.
Okay.
See you in a moment.
Okay, can you still hear me? Yeah, I see the green. So I can't do any longer, so I'll just run a tight ship today. Yep. Yes. So, and after the light dissipates, there is one shadow on the wall that stays. Shadow with burning red eyes.
Yeah.
And Shadow says, "They will not stay down. They are in pain. It forces them to get back up. Have you seen Bella?"
Do any of us know of Bella or
No. Or maybe you do. If you were involved in Project Ascension, but it doesn't seem like you were from the way you played it so far. But I think something in Rydian. No, not something in Rydian. Rydian had the dream. Rydian remembers probably the name Bella from the dream.
Yeah. Do we share? Does Rydian share their dreams with everyone, or is it just us players who know about this kind of stuff?
No, I think this is just me.
Okay.
Well, and Division, because Division is
listening in.
Because I recognize the eyes, but I'm assuming that Alecto doesn't know that this is the boogeyman in the closet.
I think I will just automatically kind of try and figure out who this person is and what they're about, because it immediately reminds me of the dream. So I think
and I didn't say it earlier, but I think just to tie it narratively together, let me just add to the dream, like the last shot was Bella falling asleep, smiling and saying, "Thank you, Michael." So you know the name of the character.
Well, I wonder if, I'm wondering if I should play a move, which is you can't hide your heart from me, or whether I should just try and sort of, use my power of darkness to kind of read his mind or figure out what the hell is going on,
Whatever you want to do. You could also just talk. Always.
I guess I could just ask, who is Bella?
The important question is, where's Bella? I need her. Bella's my friend. We got separated.
When did you get separated?
I don't remember. I don't know. It's calling to me. The door, it's calling to me.
What is calling to you?
The door.
The door.
Don't you hear the sound?
Do I hear something?
No. Oh, maybe. I don't know, but probably not.
Probably not. Okay.
Or do you?
Yeah.
I mean, now that you think about it, it sounds like there's this sound of the Kraken coming down from way down.
Of the Kraken. I am so confused.
The song that you heard on the
Oh yes, wait.
On the Walkman.
It was the Walkman. I forgot already. Anyway,
that's what you have me for.
Does anybody have any thoughts? Because I'm slightly confused currently.
Sure.
If you're not doing anything, Michael will just glide deeper into the tunnels.
I think
searching the door.
I think I want to walk with me in dreams. I want to do that move.
Yeah.
Because I heard about this in a dream anyway, and also maybe I can learn something about this, what is happening here, because, well, places and people, etc., can dream, and
absolutely.
So I'm reaching out my little dream sensing feelers, and let me see. Spending darkness tokens is part of this.
It is. Always.
I already have 4, so I may as well. I don't know. I'm just gonna spend my conservative 2 again, I think.
Sure.
Where are we here? Yes, here. It's an 8.
So on an 8 to 10, you find exactly what you are looking for. Choose 2. Which 2 do you choose?
Yeah, let me just hang on.
You unearth a secret. You plant a suggestion that shifts reality. You hide something in the dream. You bring back something from the dream. Or you declare an irrevocable truth about the mystery that you learned from the dream.
Ooh, so I'm gonna definitely unearth a secret. And, do I want to do a suggestion that shifts reality? Or do I... This seems too easy. Because I was thinking, could I just make it so that the Howlers don't return?
That's quite a big shift.
It's a bit big, right?
No, it's not.
No? Okay.
But then who knows if that's actually good or not for us, right? Maybe we need to figure something out here. So maybe, what are the facets? Do I want to rewrite a facet? You always like that. You always encourage rewriting facets. Oh, yeah, but that doesn't really look too useful.
I would say, since we're a bit short on time, just go with things that make immediate sense to you.
Okay, so definitely unearthing a secret and bring back something from the dream. That's also always interesting. Okay,
would you like to declare the secret, or would you like me to do it?
I think I would like you to declare the secret.
Because the move doesn't specify.
No.
Okay, so what is the fictional positioning anyway? Like, what are you trying to find out? Like, whose dream are you walking in? Dream of the place?
Yes, the place. The sort of place, the space, the door that he's mentioning. That sort of
Okay, so the secret that is unearthed is, let me see, maybe I can use that to shorten something that would otherwise need more scenes to be played. Yeah. So what you unearth? I mean, can you quickly tell me just what like how do you delineate the place that you are dreaming with? Is it the caves specifically, or the entire complex, including the door? Oh, you mentioned the door, so it's the entire complex.
Yeah. I'm a very nosy person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then the secret that you unearth is that, and I will just give out a key for that, and the key is the key is precise instructions on how to neutralize a specific PC. And I think the way it manifests in the dream is that you walk in the dream of the place, and the place, the base is reliving its history, and it's reliving, most importantly, this cataclysmic event that broke reality around here. And the cataclysmic event that broke reality around here, and it is like with how trauma always forces you to retread your steps and to repeat that scene, and that is what happens happening in the dream. It is Eeny, Miny, Mo. Which one of you three is it? I'll just roll a dice. It's Alecto. Alecto being... I'll leave it to you, actually, Nina. So the key is precise instructions on how to neutralize Alecto. Like, how do you think they experimented on you, and they came to a place where they all but killed you? Like, if they had taken it just one step further, they would have done it. But then they were like, okay, now we know how it works. We can do it if we need to. And they wiped your memory and let you recover and send you back out in the field. What do you think? What was that experiment?
I think it was some kind of mind manipulation thing.
Maybe it uses me.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Maybe it uses me.
Maybe it does. Maybe there's some really horrible stuff connected to this. Who knows? I think they tried to break me by making me feel like it was my fault that I was betrayed by my revolutionary comrades.
Mm-hmm. So the way to kill Alecto is to
make them feel guilty.
Yeah, to like tie into their human side.
And turn the vengeance upon themselves, basically.
Yes, that makes sense. Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool. Yeah, and I also love the idea, obviously, that Rydian was the main tool in that, like the conduit, and that is the secret that you unearth. That they were at some point or another, like, were basically moving all Omen class monsters through base 0001 in an effort to find the kill switch in case any of you go rogue.
Oh, so that is like, okay, so that they tried this with everyone, but in this case they found one for Alecto.
Like and Alecto then was like the last one, the one that broke the mold when they just freed themselves. Like, maybe the cosmic entity just stepped in and said no.
But Alecto and Rydian don't remember any of this, right?
No.
But I have just unearthed.
You have just witnessed it.
Yeah, you've just unearthed it. But what I'm imagining, and I don't know how this might make Rydian feel.
Yes.
True.
How does that make you feel?
The one who removed both of their memories.
Say again?
Virtus is the one who removed your memories and Alecto's memories to cover up what's happening at base 0001.
Do you remember that, Virtus?
I do now.
Rydian, now that you've learned all of that, how does it make you feel?
Reckless, probably.
Yeah, fair enough.
You already are reckless.
Yes, but I mean, it makes, maybe I shall embody that condition and turn on Virtus and, immediately turn around and go, what the hell did you do? You did. All the while you were pretending that you were just helping me with this, but you erased much more memories and much more often than you let on. And like, who even are you?
Why do you think I got banished to Albuquerque? I said no.
What do you mean you said no?
I followed orders and I followed orders and I followed orders, and then the last incident happened with Electo and their experiments making you, working out how you can neutralize their powers, and the curtains were lifted from my eyes, and I realized how wrong it all was.
But you did it anyway.
I'd already done it. Sorry.
Oh. I don't know.
I guess that Virtus did it, and doing it for because of seeing the fallout, the cataclysm, was woken up basically. And that's when I said, I'm not going to do this anymore. And they said, well, you're off to Albuquerque.
Nice. Very, very cool.
I don't want to spend too much time here because I don't want to take up all of the space. But I think, at least narratively, I think
like
Rydian
I'd gladly skip other stuff for that. That's great. That's gold. What you have here.
No, I just meant because Rydian would obviously now want to dig deeper and see whether Virtus is lying, right? And so it would definitely be the "you can't hide your heart from me" move.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh yeah.
Again, really? I gladly cut stuff that I have planned for later.
Okay.
That is gold, what we're doing here.
Let me see. Wait. But sure, I am going to spend 3 darkness tokens on this one.
And by the way. Is Electo just standing on the sidelines on that, or?
Well, I don't think I've told Electo about.
But maybe you'd like to.
I would have heard you telling me off.
Yeah, but I don't think they at the moment they would shout this out or whatever.
Okay.
So I do know.
13.
Oof.
13. On what again?
Oh, and you can't hide your heart from me. So on an 11 plus, let's read this whole thing. So when I deepen my senses, about the thoughts and feelings around me, on an 11 plus, their mind, as in, I guess, Virtue's mind, bleeds into yours. Choose one above, and they will choose one to ask you as well. The Keeper tells you how their heart is corrupted by your power. Gain 1 bond with them. Fantastic.
Let me just, before we do that, sorry, we haven't fully resolved Walk With Me Dreams yet. You also wanted to bring back something from the dream.
Oops, I'm sorry.
And I think, as you probably are a bit distraught with all that happening, I'll just hand out another key. They don't cost me anything. You just before you leave the dream, you grab something that you think is physical proof or documentation, and it is documentation of an experiment. The subject closely resembles one of the PCs. Let me just roll again. Which one? It is you this time. You grab just a hunk of papers and a manila folder, and if at some point you look into the manila folder, you will find that it is basically pointing out this kind of experimentation on you specifically, which might, on your discretion, trigger memories or help you tick your dream ends.
Cool.
Cool. But also it is a clue.
Okay.
A key.
Okay, so I have now, let's resolve this one. I have rolled the 13, and I can ask one question of these ones, which is, what do you wish would happen? What are you hiding? What are you truly afraid of? Who or what do you love above all else? And how can I make you trust me? And I think I'm going to go with, what do you wish would happen? Leaving the whole, knowing that you are telling the truth or lying down to just the narrative.
Are you taking the 11 plus result?
Yes.
Okay, just because I wasn't listening when you said that, because I was trying to type that we hadn't resolved the other move. Okay, now I'm up to speed.
So what do you wish would happen, Virtus? Your mind is bleeding into mine.
Yeah. I wish that I could forgive myself.
Okay. For what you've done there, what I've just confronted you with. Okay. And
now you choose one, right?
You get to choose one as well to ask me of those questions.
Yeah. Just to double down on the pain, who or what do you love above all else?
Easy one, right? Lady Baptiste.
Yeah. But I just want,
double down on the pain. It's like a glutton for punishment, Virtus.
So now I have to tell you how Virtus's heart is corrupted by your power, and you gain 1 bond with Virtus. And I think that Virtus, glorious, perfect, immortal Virtus, who in over 100 years had never spared one thought of death and dying. I will obviously leave the extent to your morbid ruminations to you, Teased, but let's say catches some of your admiration for Lady Baptiste.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
That's me with my ridiculous amount of moves done.
Very nice. And still, Michael, if you just between GM and players, if you just follow Michael, he will lead you to the door of power.
I guess we'll follow.
Yeah.
You can also talk to him or do stuff with him.
Yeah, sure.
But that is up to you. I'm setting you on a little bit of a railroad here.
Someone else is
just because we're running out of time. And before we do the search for answers move, I have just the unlock Doom's door move. I have 2 more quick, not scenes, let's say quick vignettes for you. One is, they would have been scenes if we had more time. One is as you move deeper into the complex, you step into a research center that is empty. The 2 NPCs that were supposed to be here, we just ignore them. Saying that for Zena, who has listened to me playing those NPCs before. While most of the facility is inaccessible or rotted away, the professor, who is not there anymore, has kept many experiments running at minimum capacity. In the decaying remains of the labs, what do you find here that is linked to your destiny to become a harbinger? And I think in Apocalypse Keys the scene questions are meant to go to one specific player, but I always find it nice if they go for everybody, since you all are destined to become harbingers. And I will post the question into the chat again.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I didn't really follow on whether I understand that Virtus erased my memory or whether that was not shared with me.
I think if I understood it correctly, Ridian did not share it, and they had a little bit of a back and forth, and I will leave it to you whether you were able to glue together.
Yeah, I think the only thing that I would have maybe done in my outburst is just gesticulating to you and me while I was saying you didn't just erase my memories, and you did it to many more, and also more, but I didn't necessarily take the time to go and tell you about my dream, because who has time for that?
Okay, but I do know that you were used against me.
Not necessarily, no.
Okay, so I don't know any of these things.
Well, since we didn't specifically replay the entire conversation, I think any information that you would like to have, Nina, can be conveyed during the fight. That maybe if Ridian doesn't say it, maybe Virtus says something that allows you to know as much as you want to know.
Okay, so I do know at this point.
Yep.
Okay.
If you want.
So the thing is, I have an idea, but also I don't want to prolong this unnecessarily. But I do think I do think it would be quite interesting because I have a bond
just go ahead.
with Virtus, right? That says that we would always have each other's backs.
Yes.
And
also your impulse is did you seek escape and reprieve through intimacy and connections? That would be a perfect moment for that.
Yes. So I was thinking, because I have this.
And just one more thing, sorry, to set that up. Maybe the dream of the facility bleeds into your mind, and you also remember the dream that Rydian just witnessed. At least parts of it. The part where you were the last subject and the person who destroyed the place.
Yes.
Maybe it was that, because I was so angry that several of my powers of darkness just sort of, bled a little and just sent a mind blast of some of those images to you.
Yeah.
Yes. I was thinking, when I unleash the dark, right? I can use an eye for an eye.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to do that. I would like to unleash the dark and ask Virtus if he was serious when he said that he regretted it. Like, right? You did it, and then you regretted it, and then you were banished to Albuquerque because you said no more, right? And I want to know if that's true.
All right, yeah.
So will roll.
As in, you're determining whether it's true rather than just asking me.
Yes,
right?
because I think if I use more power, then maybe I'll also get a more honest answer. Maybe. Also, I am. So, or I am the betrayed. I mean.
No, it's absolutely true, and I guess to build on it a little bit, the memory wiping was very much aligned with like this idea of perfection and control and these sorts of things, and so was actually very much the harbinger side of things and not the human side of things, and it was seeing the person that he'd promised to have the back of, realizing that he'd just wiped their memory, was that sort of trigger of, hang on, the humanity was able to pull through and bring him back from the harbinger side of things. Does that make sense?
At least make him realize what he's done and not just justify it.
So I love it. I see two paths we can do that mechanically. One is reveal your heart. You just have to just talk it out. Or looking at Electro's moves, if you go with I am vengeance and an eye for an eye, you positively escalate to a degree that might cause some pain for or will cause some pain for Virtus, provided that Tease is up for that, of course, which I assume he is.
I mean, I was thinking that because in the eye for an eye move, there is also cleanse their soul of all trespasses.
Binding it to your
own. So, because if he is sincere about feeling bad about this, then I might as well forgive.
Then I obviously it begs the question what binding Virtue's soul to Electro means, and obviously also begs the question if Tease is okay with that.
Yes,
I'm okay with that, whatever it is.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's just the problem. The weird thing is that it is tied to Unleash the Dark, and that doesn't fit with.
Well, I mean, I could unleash the dark and
get what you want from them.
Unleash the Dark,
which is
as
the
we
truth.
learned, is not necessarily tied to the powers of darkness, right? It's just unleash the dark. Unleash the dark within you to enforce your will on someone.
True.
So then, how do you do that?
Enforcing this, be truthful, right?
And I think this enforcing the will could go through I am vengeance.
That could also work, yes. Let me see. I'm vengeance.
Because there's a lot of enforcing of will in that move.
I think an eye for an eye works better, though.
Well, they work together.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I thought
I
was directly
for an eye for an eye, I need the sorry.
The dark.
Yeah, for an eye, I need the acting out on behalf of your vengeance. right? Just talking about it is not acting out.
Do I have to do something violent, you mean, or something?
Something drastic, at least. Mm-hmm.
You could just pull your sword and, like,
yeah, of course,
hold it above him or something.
Yeah.
Yes. And yes, I will get mad. I will threaten him and demand the truth. Do I have to roll?
Yeah. Then that is Unleash the Dark. Yeah.
Yes.
Which you have to roll for, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. I will spend 2 darkness tokens.
So threatening him with justice, judgment.
2 darkness tokens. Let's see. Oh God, why did I decide to do that? It's what? It's 13.
Okay, your control falters and you go too far. Choose one, but the keeper describes an unintended consequence.
But you still get to choose the cleanse their soul.
And also one of the Unleash the Dark effects.
I will still try to what is it called? Cleanse their soul of all trespasses, binding it to my own. But I'm afraid of what the other part will be now.
Before we do that, please tell me which of the Unleash the Dark effects you choose. Let's resolve it from the bottom up.
You mean the wait?
Like the get past the defenses and inflict a condition, get what you want from them, avoid reprisals, harm or cost, gain the upper hand, expose a weakness, confuse them.
That's what I want.
Which one?
Get what you want from them.
Get what you want from them.
Get what you want.
Yes.
I heard that's what you want. What is it that you want from him?
Sorry. No, I'm
the truth, I guess.
The truth. Okay, so Virtus is compelled to tell the truth now.
Yes.
And what was the question again? To which the truth is told?
Well, it was we already kind of talked about it. It was, did you actually regret what you did? And,
do you?
Carry the consequences.
Okay. So now I'm really curious what it means to bind a virtuous soul to Alecto.
Is that something that I have to
Well, both of you, I guess. Since it concerns both of you.
Well, I think
you both should talk about it.
I think in Alecto's case, it means that if they are betrayed one more time by Virtus, then they will go completely berserk.
Like a sort of Damocles.
Maybe. So you're thinking, you're interpreting cleanse their soul of trespasses as being forgiving me for my trespasses. Is that right?
Yes. Whatever they may be in the past.
And I would also think that your own sense of guilt over that eases or disappears, right?
Yeah, just tick guilty. I'll have to untick it. And so what binding it to your own, maybe the connection now is that you would instantly know if I ever betrayed you again.
Ooh, yes. I like that.
At a soul level rather than so now I have to find some excuse to betray you, but
I mean, and I guess vice versa, right? If I did something to betray you, then you would also know.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, if it's
that's
bound.
Fine. That's beautiful. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like a mutual bind.
It's kind of a tricky contract that we have entered now.
Yeah, well,
like mutually assured destruction or something.
Yeah.
I mean, we are
keeping
monsters.
the scam honest.
Exactly. We have still not answered the question of what do we find here that is linked to our destiny to become a harbinger.
That is true. I still am curious to know that.
I don't know if I find anything new. Like I've already found so much shit in my dream.
But I think this question links or like points directly to your harbinger, like to your end form, to the way you destroy the world.
Let me give it a moment's thought, and while other people do their thing, probably.
So it's pointed towards the future, and what you found so far was pointed towards the past.
Well, but it's from the past pointing to.
It's true.
Alecto, have you got something? Well, Nina.
I'm thinking. Is it like an object, or is it just like information in general that we find?
Anything that you want,
whatever makes sense to you, and I think this is just an opportunity for you to kind of think about what your apocalyptic form might be, or how you get there if you ever lose control.
Okay.
Because that is the sort of Damocles that is hanging over all of you. That if you slip, you will destroy the world.
I have an idea, but I don't know how to turn that into a thing that I find out.
Or maybe we can workshop it.
Well, I'm I'm wondering what would happen if Alecto, because they sense guilt all around them and betrayal and the trespass of trust. And I just wonder what would happen if they were able to all at once be able to feel the sum of all betrayals that have just the essence of betrayal that exists in the world.
So I understand that the path or the destiny to become a harbinger for Alecto is if the world is just corrupt enough, you will burst, you will judge them.
Or if I become aware of how corrupt the world is, because I think it already is pretty bad.
And the only thing that's been saving the world so far is your ignorance.
Maybe not my ignorance, but my incapacity to know everything at once and like take it in at once, because I'm also just this whole human monster hybrid.
Maybe that's why Division has parked you in Manila, which in itself is a quite corrupt place, I think, but it's just one place in the world, and they haven't sent you around the world that much
to keep that from happening.
Mm-hmm. So you can feel like judgy,
judgy enough to be in my element, but not too much.
To not notice that something's missing, or that I love that. That's great.
So maybe I find just like a document that says exactly that. Keep them in this place. Don't let them venture out too much, because they might just lose it.
Yeah. And the city like that is just corrupt enough to keep you occupied, so you don't get bored, so you don't wander.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great. That's great. And now Rydian and Virtus have just done that. Take you out of the city.
Indeed.
Okay, so the script thing doesn't work very well. Anyway, I'm wondering if I just find more evidence of how old I actually am, and that I am they found out more about the real danger that my true and cosmic form would unleash upon the world.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a sort of like a Rydian I mean, not Rydian, but like whatever might be my name, sort of subject. Actually, maybe it is subject. So also, henceforth named Rydian in this document, containment protocol or something like that. And it's like,
how would you feel about the thing that you learn there is actually your true name?
Well, I was considering that because I was also looking at some names, and I think I would like to be. Just give me a second. I need to check one more thing before I do this.
That's
briefly.
Okay. We don't need to nail that down, like what the name specifically is.
Oh yeah, but I already have it.
Okay.
I just need to check if this is the yes. I think yes. My true name is Epialos, which is the personification of nightmares. But there's also Phoebetor, but this one, Phoebetor, can only appear in dreams. But it seems like Epialis is the one who can also make things happen in reality and may be connected to the the incubi and the succubi and da.
You are an actual antique god.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Why not? It feels befitting with this whole other stuff.
Yeah. And also, I like that the Wikipedia article is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 lines of texts. So it's like quite apocryphal god, apparently.
Oh yeah. Like normally when you look at gods of dreams, you just see the umbrella term Oneiroi, or and then you see like, okay, Morpheus, Phoebetor, and the third one. But I found this one and I was like, I like this.
I like it as well.
And especially with the bringing it into reality, which fits with my thing. This says new name and title, but then it is in a look up thing. Oh, I guess maybe I'll just put my new name entitled somewhere here.
Cool. And Virtus?
Okay. Everyone's done awesome. Virtus finds the baptism. What do you call it? Like the thing that the water is in.
Mm-hmm.
Baptism bowl. That's the word.
Yeah, it has a name. I forgot.
Yeah, that was used when he was committed to Plutarchles, and it's absolutely perfect and pristine, just like when he was given to the god. Except that Virtus can now see scrawled across it that same Plutarchles was here graffiti that we saw back in the back in the tunnels.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Baptistry is what it's called, unsurprisingly.
Baptistry, there you are.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, and again, like I'm leading you through it in form of a few vignettes. There's only two more. One is you follow Michael deeper down into the equally deserted nerve center, and originally I planned to have Colonel Jaeger reappear here, but we don't have time for that. So it's or maybe we can we can have him here, and Virtus will just tell us also in form of a short vignette how it deals with that. Because you go there and the nerve center is a decades-old equipment beeps and clicks under a thick layer of dust. Many files are in disarray, and when personnel evacuated, they salvaged what little they could. You find the last base-wide command flickering on an old screen. Why does it disturb you? Why does it disturb you goes to all of you again, and then there's one specific thing for Virtus that we'll have after that.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll go last and then. So what's flickering on the screen? Can we see it, or is it just a flickering screen?
I leave it to you. Could also be different for everyone, for each one of you, because reality is fragmented and broken here anyway. So the question is...
Last base-wide command.
Yes.
I mean, why were we summoned?
Well, there was distress beacon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why does it disturb you, the distress beacon?
Like, is there something more sinister, perhaps?
Try not to think too complicated. Simple is good.
Very difficult.
But what would disturb Alecto? Do you think? What has the power to disturb a being like Alecto?
Oh God.
Or Rydian.
Someone have a simple idea?
I have a very simple idea.
I just wonder if it's like a thing where it's like, well, I mean, it says right in this distress beacon, it says, okay, the security protocols have been compromised. But like, I'm also thinking, well, Ascension Project itself sounds like the stupidest thing ever. It's just like, just because you can do it, it doesn't mean you should do it. Typical Jurassic Park question, and people were like, wait, Division turning around and basically doing the opposite of what they should be doing or what they were created to do. And maybe it's just one of those like a complete sort of breakdown of like, I don't know, maybe it was this sort of like, basically trying to initiate the nuclear option of destroying everything around here, because like the last experiment they did went completely over what they had meant to do and created a ridiculously powerful monster, which I mean it did, and but unfortunately what they had put in place as a security measure was just not at all up to the task, or maybe just failed to initiate or something like that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So something along the lines of last effort security measure engaged, and it still failed.
Yeah, probably because it's been decommissioned and nobody's been properly updating these, even though they were happy to go and start the Ascension Project here because idiots.
Since you asked
maybe
for
lack of funding.
Yeah, very cool. Oh, that's cool. Since you asked for input, Nina, for Alecto, I could imagine that it spells out that Alecto has broken containment.
Alecto has broken containment?
Yeah.
Okay.
How that sounds like.
Do I know how? Do I know how that happened?
I'll leave it to you. But so far, we have established that you were the last subject they experimented on, and you broke the base.
I like exploded the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I also I don't really have my memory, right? I just know that it was erased, but I don't have it because it was erased.
But here you learn, fuck, it was me.
At least, yes. So I know it was me.
I judged this entire place, and this is what it led to.
I brought
fracturing reality, trapping the howlers in their unlife.
So not only did I do this to the howlers, but I also then burned them.
Does that sound good to you?
I really am a horrible.
You all are.
Really living up to the what the darkness demands of me.
You are monsters.
Okay.
That sounds. Yeah.
That sounds like something that would distress me. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, Virtuous, what distresses you?
I look at the screen and the flickering screen, and there's just 2 words on it: "Welcome back."
Moment.
Prodigal son return.
That is cool, and that leads into the next quick thing that I have is that you see I want to say guns, but when I say guns, don't imagine just guns. Imagine guns that work through all kinds of dimensions and reality, trained at you. And the voice of Colonel Jaeger saying, "Welcome back. I've been waiting for you, my boy." How? And because we don't have time, Thies, how do you resolve that situation?
Good Lord. Essentially, he's going to lean into that he's said no before, right? And he successfully said no the last time after cleaning up Jaeger's mess by wiping the memories of these 2 after the cataclysm. And that was the last time that he would help. And but I don't know how to deal with the guns, right? Maybe Jaeger just backs down because he realizes that he's pushed too far or something.
Yeah. So you just talk him down, say "Hey, you're not gonna get me anymore.
Yeah, you're not the boss of me."
Yeah, and you know that you can't kill me with these guns.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Fair enough. And then we have one last location and one last, and then actually it's already 33. And the next one would also just be what do you find that shocks you? Let's skip the shrine. The shrine is basically where you find the door. And the unlocked Doom's door is not about finding it so much as about finding it in time. So let's maybe have a really quick. You only need 2 facets. Quick unlock Doom's door. Or 3. When you are ready to declare what the door is and how to unlock it, say what you believe it to be, connect the keys to the facets of the mystery, revealing the Harbinger. Roll and add the numbers of connected keys minus the mystery's complexity. This roll is not affected by anything. So I think
we can definitely tie the precise instructions on how to neutralize Alecto to the abandonment of Division Base 0001 because well apparently that didn't work, but or maybe it wasn't used in time, possibly. So that we can just put here, right?
And I mean, that's the same for the one about you, right?
I don't know. This is a different experiment, possibly.
Yeah, but in terms of, does it make sense for it to connect to anything? It makes sense for it to connect to the abandonment rather than the Door of Power and the Harbinger. I guess it could be the Door.
Unless it's something about dreams,
I put the otherworldly sounds that make your body cringe, Song of the Kraken, over at the Door of Power. That largely because we keep on having that get louder and more impactful as we get closer.
So is it that this is like a part of the Door of Power, or is it something that to open it, or what do you mean?
I don't know. What do you think? It could be. It could be escaping from the door as it's starting to open.
Maybe, yeah. And what about this?
Right.
I just noticed that I did not ever point that out. So a little bit of information that you find along the way somewhere is that Michael and Bella are the constituents of Mr. Knox, in case that wasn't clear.
Right.
Yeah, I just read that earlier. I feel like that was like something that was missing before, and it's like Bella was part of this Ascension project, right?
Yeah.
And so
and they tied it to the.
And she's supposed to be the proof that it works, right?
Yeah, exactly. Then they tied it to the monster under her bed, and then Vex and Nock had a fight. Yeah.
And then it says together they outclass most active monsters agents of Division. And so I'm thinking, okay, then we can just say maybe, the fact that, so I would say, okay, maybe Bella, Mr. Nock, I guess, in this case, is the Harbinger. Yep. And evidence of Bella's childhood recorded decades before she was born is maybe part of this whole, the powers, that supernatural powers that they've gained together, that time warps around them.
That is cool.
Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I know what you mean. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes total sense. Just never occurred to me, but yeah.
Yeah. But Bella's a goodie and Vex is the baddie.
No, Bella has refused with Michael together they are known as the entity of Mr. Nock.
Yes.
So as Michael reaches the door, he fuses with Bella again to reform Mr. Nock. Because right now when you met them, they were separated. Michael was looking for Bella and was called by the door.
It says so they had a fight, right? Them two. And then Vex forcibly escorted Mr. Nock off the premises. When Division personnel attempted to intervene, Vex used his full abilities as a Kraken to escape. Division was unable to reacquire the location of either Vex or Mr. Nock. So that almost sounds like the Kraken the Vex is this Harbinger, but I feel like this fits better with Bella because of the whole, like, she has been empowered.
I think we can get either of them to fit. Which one would you like?
I would just leave it as this, and then Vex maybe just sort of is the person who, like, as the Kraken, right? Maybe.
I feel like the song of the Kraken is because Vex is trying to close the door of power and failing.
Yeah, maybe.
Right, and that's why we can find the door of power, because it's like there's Vex. Maybe he collapses just as we walk in or something.
And then, so this would be 3. And if we wanted to add another one, I think Old Radio Song changed to One of the Apocalypse would fit perfectly to the whole time warping thing.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Bella. Yeah. And maybe then we would be 1, 2, 3.
Maybe this is a song of something that's bleeding through Bella's memories.
Yeah, and so that would be 5. Oh, that's already 5. Then we would already be rolling with +3.
That's cool.
mean, we could just pretend that the Iridium one is about something else completely, and then we're only at +2. Depends what you want to do.
And I did not mention it, but and I should have, but the Howlers descending on you was the first tick of the 2-tick Doomsday Clock. So there's only like
1 left.
Yeah, like if you underroll now, it's the worst outcome.
Okay.
So let's see. What is it? Underroll.
If you overroll, you're just too late. But that's okay.
Well, then I guess let's overroll.
Yes, I would err in favor of.
Let's tie the other one to it as well. The Howler. I don't know if we can tie this to. Well, I mean, we can tie this to Alecto, right? As in, didn't we say that Alecto was somehow involved in this transformation of the Howlers?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know you're pointing at yourself, but there's no clue that specifically talks about Virtues. I just meant more about using it mechanically so we can use it.
Well, I mean,
you could also argue that Vex used the Howler Vex was the one who actually created the sanctified
position, thinking he could
to try and
invoke
use
something.
War closed,
Right. Yeah, and then we would have 4, 6, so +4, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Higher chances of overrolling. Who's rolling?
Who is rolling? 3.
How about 2. You, Virtues? Because you have not rolled as many times, or.
Okay, I'm on it. You know also you love my rolling.
Fits narratively because the arc that I heard was Virtues kind of here to clean up messes.
11.
His own mess.
Okay, you reach the door moments after the Harbinger has unlocked it. They've begun to harness the power on the other side of the door, but there is still time to stop them. The Keeper will tell you what sacrifice or risk you will need to endure to interrupt their ascension. First of all, since I felt it was a bit fuzzy on like the Harbinger situation. What does that look like, you guys, when the Harbinger unlocks the door? So, sorry. Who is the Harbinger again?
Mr.
Harbinger
Nock.
is Bella and Michael.
Right?
Okay.
And maybe the fact that Michael gets there just moments before and fuses with Bella is what helps them open it before we arrive.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
And I think, yeah. And what Vex has been able to do, and falters, right, is to confuse Michael so that he couldn't find Bella, and then as Vex falters because their energy runs out and they collapse or whatever, then Michael is like, okay,
that's where the door is.
So you like the first door. I imagine that to be like not some like stone portal, but something really primordial, something old, something almost like a, what's it called? A singularity.
Oh, yeah.
Like a spot in space time where reality is just broken and just bleeds.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they built a sort of a containment box around it, like the sarcophagus around Chernobyl. But it just bled through, and then there is the question for the GM here: what power or wisdom does the Harbinger take from beyond the door? And the Harbinger is Mr. Nock, the now reformed Mr. Nock, and I think the now reformed Mr. Nock. And we don't have the time for a fight. We're just going to do a little narration. The reformed Mr. Nock now looks much more stable than Michael did whenever you met him, and just expands and envelops you into a veil of nightmarish pain and nightmarish terror, and the wisdom. No, the power. It's just the pure like scale that he's on. And I think Ridian, with their connection to their own Harbinger form, that's also tied to nightmares and terror, just realizes that if you don't stop Michael, he will infuse the entire world with nightmares, which will lead to people not being able to sleep or sleep through, which will in turn erode the sanity of every human being on the planet, which will throw the world into war and depression. And
has that already happened, Dominic?
Yeah, I might pull from reality a little bit here.
Honestly, if we all got some more sleep.
And now that is one question that I find always very, very difficult to answer, that is asked of me, and maybe you can help me here, is what sacrifice or risk do you need to endure to interrupt that ascension? What do you think? What will you sacrifice, you guys?
So a thing that I could do is I could pull on my Dark Patron, and it says, the Harbinger claims that they will help you, assuring you that they are working against the other. Oh no, that doesn't. No, that doesn't. I take it back. Right.
I wonder if I could do my Fey liaison thing, because I feel like, well, I mean, I know this is maybe a bit too small, but I think my Fey liaison is Petal, if I'm not completely mistaken.
It's one of them. You have 3. You have three power levels of Fey.
Oh, okay.
And the big one would be, of course, Oberyn himself.
I don't know what the sacrifice would be there, actually. I don't know.
Well, like to be in debt with Oberyn.
Yeah, but I mean, seems lame because it's part of a move already.
Virtus could to save the sanity of Ridian and Alecto might wipe their memories.
Wait, what did you say?
To save the sanity of Ridian and Alecto.
See, I was thinking maybe in order to stop whatever they are doing, you have to, like, I don't know if that's actually possible, if you can do that, or maybe I have to retake my memories from you and like get flooded with them.
That's also cool. And that unlocks a bit of your Harbinger power, and it allows you to fight back against Michael.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that is cool.
Not that I'm very good at coming up with a shit ton of memories that come flooding in, but you know.
That's okay. You have a month.
But we can also just think about more of the effect of that. That will probably be very destabilizing. But yeah.
100%.
Maybe what we can do here is, since we're going to have a month of a break anyway, a month-long break, and this is basically your breaking point, Rydian, that we just say you tick all your conditions, and we start the first session after the break with that breaking point.
Amazing. Unreachable, defensive, introspective, obsessed, reckless. Yeah, cool. Haunted. Then, I mean, they all fit very well.
Yeah. And then we already know that nobody will pull you back from the brink. You will see it through. But that will save the world going through that breaking point. And then you have a month to think about what the terrible flashbacks are that you reveal in ushering in, on this case. What does it say? Time weighs heavily on you, and there is much you have allowed yourself to forget. The puzzle box in your mind opens up, and there's no looking away from the truth. Describe the terrible flashbacks that reveal your role in ushering in the apocalypse, and what this revelation drives you to do. The Keeper will add layers of heartbreak and despair to your memories. They will then reveal someone from your past determined to destroy you. Okay, I'm looking forward to that. And all you hold dear. What clues do you see that reveals how close they are to tracking you down? Nice. I like that.
Mm-hmm. And then somehow that gives me the power to fight back against Michael. I have no clue how that works, but you know.
Well, to just because your true form is the god of nightmares.
Yeah, I guess. So I'm probably you think you can wield nightmares?
Yes.
Let me teach you a lesson here.
Yeah.
And then I will probably, tick the the doomsday clock or whatever, the dream ends twice so that I can specifically infect him or them or whatever and not everyone else around us to entrap him in his own nightmare or something like that.
Oh, that is so cool. Yeah.
I feel like I can actually already do that because that doesn't require any rolling.
Yeah, you just gain 1 bond with your true and cosmic form.
Wait. So what am I doing? I'm ticking it twice, I think. Is that correct?
Yeah, you said twice, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want everyone else to get
you wield cosmic dreams of terror like the sharpest weapon. Infect a specific vulnerable target with horrifying hallucinations and bring one of their nightmares to life. In addition, gain 1 bond with my true and cosmic form. And their nightmare is their biggest nightmare is to be separated from Bella or Michael, depending on which part you talk about. To ever be separated again is their nightmare.
And I mean, given that I am apparently Epialos, that basically becomes at least reality in the form of that they don't wake up from this nightmare. So they are forever.
And they are bound to dream, to dream of the time when they weren't one entity yet. And it's like the dark mirror of your dream with Baptiste, just where in reality they were quite on friendly terms, Bella and Michael, because Michael was the only friend that Bella had. Now Bella is scared of Michael in that dream, and Michael is unable to reach her.
I thought Michael was the monster under her bed.
Yeah, he was. No, she wasn't. Yeah, she was. He was the monster under her bed. But I'm just in my with the power invested in me as your GM. I would just say that he was the monster under her bed, but she was just a lonely, sad, desperate child, and he was the only. He was basically her imaginary friend.
Oh, I like that.
And then the only entity in the world that gave her solace, but not anymore.
Okay. Yeah. No. Okay, that makes sense. What a horrible thing to do, but I mean, it's also about saving the world. Sometimes you've got to crack some eggs.
Yes. And in doing that, you gain 1 bond with your true and cosmic form.
Already have that. I've already marked it.
Okay, and after the break, we talk about the specific memories.
Oh, God.
And now we can go to stars and wishes.
Please help me workshop this, guys. Yes.
Yeah, totally.
We do end of session questions.
Oh, and of course, XP, and yeah, that I always keep forgetting. And since we're already on you, did you act in a way that contradicts what you know of your past self?
Actually, I don't know. Did I? I think I was considering doing that, and then I didn't. Well, let's just say no.
Okay. Did you express your monstrous nature? Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Mark 1 XP.
Did you learn something significant about yourself? Indeed, I did. About your impending ruin or blah, blah, blah. I'm gaining 1 advance. Did you learn something significant about a fellow monster? I did. I learned that fucking both, right? Virtues erased a shit ton of memories from Alecto. So, there we go. And then we have, did you uncover at least, or
Yeah, you did.
We did that. So I'm going to stay at 1 XP and have another advance to take, which is ridiculous.
Alecto, did you break your own heart? No, sorry. Did you seek escape and reprieve through intimacy and connection?
I would say so, yes.
Okay, cool. Then take
Definitely.
XP. Or ruin, your choice.
Oh, maybe. XP, I want more stuff.
Okay.
You know what? I think I'm going to reveal my final playbook move now because...
Yeah, fair enough.
I have barely anything to take, so I may as well have a look at it.
No, I'm fine with that. Like, you've been with us since the beginning, and you are almost out of advances. So yeah, go ahead and reveal that. Perfectly fine with me. But back to Alecto. Did you express your monstrous nature and/or express your humanity?
I think I expressed both.
That Mark 1 XP?
In a very real way.
Yeah. Did you learn something significant about yourself and/or your impending ruin? Sure.
Definitely.
Mark 1 XP. Did you learn something significant about a fellow monster?
Also, yes.
Yeah. And you did uncover at least attempted to unlock Doom's door, so no ruin. And just quickly let's go back to Rydian and read their final move. Waking up from the dream. When you sacrifice a recent memory to reclaim an aspect of your past self, declare what the memory is. Spend darkness tokens and roll. On an 8 to 10, your former and current self sing in harmony. Choose one. Some of your memories return for a fleeting moment before fading away. The keeper offers you 2 keys related to your past. Or draw a line between 2 keys and a single facet of the final mystery. Declare 2 irrevocable truths about the final mystery and explain how it's related to your present self. Yeah, we were still like a few months away from the final mystery.
Yeah, but look, the last one is regain all of your memories at great cost to yourself or another. I mean, we have just basically said that is what's going to happen.
But no, you're not regaining all of your memories yet. But I think the first one is one you can definitely play at any point. 11 plus, your lost memories become flooding in and overwhelm you. Choose one. Your psychic abilities cause catastrophic and permanent damage. Gain every power of darkness from your playbook until the end of the final mystery. It's a long time. Your past. Okay, let's say.
The final mystery stuff only comes into play when we're in the final mystery, so it's not happening, I guess.
So the way I plan to do it with Shane when they were on their way out was that I counted their final mystery as the final mystery for them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and the next one is going to be quite a long one, I think. So I leave it to you which one will be your final mystery, but if you declare a mystery your final mystery, I will hold you to that. That after the mystery, you need to either change playbook or retire your character.
Yeah, and then we have more.
And then your past self feeds on your powers and violently separates from you, becoming their own person. They will whisper a terrible truth to you before they escape to the world of dreams. Uncover 2 keys.
Yeah.
And on the mist, your present self and the life you build are buckling under the truth of your past. Decide for yourself if your past self asserts. What?
Asserts? Is there like something missing?
Feels like there's something missing, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, asserts itself, destroying your present self, or if you lose access to the past forever.
Hey, why is it? I just saw it and now I can't see it again. Anyway, cool.
I think just because it
was anyway cool.
The cell was just not big enough.
Cool.
Okay, cool. And Vicious.
Yes for everything except for my impulse. Just trying to be quick. Did I express my monstrous nature and or humanity? Yes. Did you learn something significant about yourself? Yes. Did you learn something significant about others? Yes.
Yeah.
Did you? Oh no, the last one. Did you
Did you use a power to provoke?
I never uncover keys.
No, wait, that's fine because we opened a door. Did you uncover at least one key or attempt to unlock Doom's door?
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just caught on the. Did you use your power to provoke or entice another monster?
No.
You did provoke and entice monsters left and right, but you did not really use powers for that.
No.
Okay.
Your previous use of it provoked a lot. Yeah.
Okay. Stars and wishes. Stars all around. Sorry for jumping in. Stars all around, and I had a few detailed ones, but I forgot all of them. But I really liked how you leaned into all that. I think this was a surprisingly important and revelatory mission or session for what I thought was just a little in between feeder to like bridge time.
Yeah.
And I liked how you all leaned into the drama of finding out more about yourself. And again, there were specific ones for everybody, but I forgot.
Yeah. Totally the same. I feel like it was perfect actually for where Rydian's story is right at the moment. Just happened to be. And it was super dense. So, oh my goodness, so much happened. I had some stars from early on before everything went crazy. But frankly, it's just like they fade compared to everything that happened in the second half. So it was just amazing. Good job, everyone.
We still like to hear the small one that fade.
All right, you want to hear the small ones? Fine.
Why? Because I personally need all of the information that I can get.
Dominic, your dream with Bella and the thing that was so super creepy. My son is currently doing at school 2-sentence horror stories, and it really reminded me. Very good.
We only did boring pastoral fucking poems and shit. Nothing horror.
Yeah, I was impressed. I didn't even know what 2-sentence horror stories were.
It's really cool.
Like you share this with us, please. I want to know about it.
That is amazing.
I'll see if I can track them down. I think they Rydian, the writing on the wall saying Rydian is a chaos agent from millennia before Rydian exists. I thought was lovely and yeah, bringing, because I'd never thought of Rydian as being older than, essentially a century or something, right? And that's awesome.
Neither had I, but sleeping gods lie is
yeah.
It's the suggestion.
And then Electo, if you can hear, yay, you can.
Yes,
I think
I can.
I loved your remember what we took from you, more shall burn. Might not have the words quite perfect there, but that was awesome. But yeah, and then everything hit the fan, and we and also Electo. What did I have there? I put a star next to Hellfire. So I guess one of your early burning all the howlers with Hellfire, something like that was awesome.
Yeah.
I also just wrote star ! Into the chat, but I don't know what that referred to. It was something you said, Tease, but I don't remember what it was.
Where did you write that?
Just above clue experiments that reveal precise instructions. Anyway.
At 11:53, I wrote star ! Into the chat.
This is where the thing is good. What's it called? The
true.
Notepad. Well, actually, I don't know if the transcription thing works so well, but with the Notepad is really good because you do. I think it shows you also like the timestamps and stuff of. No, wait. Forget about it. Forget what I said. I don't remember if it's actually
Scroll
true.
up and see what happened at 11:53.
Exactly. Anyway, go ahead, Nina.
A question about the transcript. Where can I look at that?
It's in the transcript voice channel. It's right above where we are right now. Yes, the hashtag transcripts.
Oh, right. Okay, I see. Oh, nice.
Because last time when we tried it, it was like spamming this chat, and it's annoying when you want to share something in here. So now it's in this one channel, so you can ignore it if you want.
That's cool. But it's really good to have, because I sometimes also just read something and then...
Only problem is it sometimes lags behind quite a bit, so that wasn't so good. Anyway,
but at least we have it. I mean, it's also handy for just recapping for yourself, right?
Yeah. I used to post recaps into our forum, and I thought nobody was reading them, so I stopped. But I since learned that Zena likes them, so I will start doing that again.
Yeah, I was reading them as well.
I would also appreciate that.
I think it may have been if these timestamps are correct, then it may have, but they might not, because it might be lagging. It may have been the scene between Virtus and Rydian when we were asking each other the questions, and you were like, oh, just to add to the pain, like, who do you truly love or whatever.
Yeah.
And all of that.
Yeah. I also really liked the idea of Electro binding Virtue's soul to them.
Oh yeah.
That was amazing.
That was going to be just villains, make everything even more complicated in terms of relationships, which is always fun.
Well, yeah, that's the whole idea.
I also, even if you said that it was silly, I loved the whatever his fucking name is again, Plutarchles was here graffiti thing.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was fun, yeah.
Plutarchles.
Yes, and also just the idea that you also like leaned into the whole, like, of course it was me who erased all of these memories, also from Electro and from you earlier on and shit where you didn't know and and because I think that wasn't necessarily part of what I had suggested. So you just it was a very fruitful perfect embodiment of the whole yes-anding thing.
Yeah. Sudden heel turn. Yeah.
And I guess start for Dominic to actually manage to somehow still pull it all together when we were once again chewing our interpersonal scenes instead of moving the mystery forward, really.
Yeah, the bigger problem was that we lost 40 minutes in the beginning for just chatting.
Oops. And also, I guess it's not a wish, it's more of an observation that I'm like noticing, well, it makes sense that this is meant as a one-shot, because I think the reason why this took so long, apart from us generally chewing our scenes, is also that, well, at least me, I have too many interesting moves to play that take a long time, whereas if you have a one-shot and you either use pre-gens or just any starting character, that does not fucking happen. So you're just much more focused on the action. And also there's not as much interpersonal stories already established that you can milk. So it kind of makes sense that this is designed as like a...
But I will say that the pre-gens that it usually comes with are also really nicely tied into the scenario. And last time, Willora played I think it is a Surge. And the Surge has, I think also a Walkman or something, like an item that ties into these musical keys, and that worked really well. And there's also these interpersonal connections. They're not as deep as with us, of course, but they're also there, and it's really hard to run it in 4 hours.
What I mean is, sure, 4 hours is probably still maybe it's not a one shot or like, but it's just like a beginning one or like for I don't know, whatever. But what I meant is more the fact that it makes sense, like. It makes sense that it would be more difficult for us to run it that way because of all of these entanglements and also, shit tons of complex moves.
But what I totally did not expect is how much of a punch it packs as a middle of the campaign scenario.
Yeah.
Because I thought like when I played with Lowell, he did that as the first mystery, and it was kind of also as the con mystery, it was fine. But like this, where you already have these established characters, and then all this betrayal.
Yeah,
it's so much harder.
Yeah. That's what I was also thinking. That I was like, this actually works so well as this whole like, we're establishing a bunch of new stuff and realizing things about our, the people we trust. It's like very powerful that way.
Yeah, it's like this tilt adventure in the middle, or like in the last third maybe.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, thank you for playing. I stop the recording here.
Mm-hmm.
Did everyone have their wishes? I mean, stars? Did I?
Before okay.